Blackstone Audio presents The Temptation of Elizabeth Tudor, Elizabeth I, Thomas Seymour, and the Making of a Virgin Queen, by Elizabeth Norton. This book is read by Sarah Nichols. To David, Dominic, and Barnaby. Prologue, 6th February 1559. The great gallery at Whitehall, though capacious, was crowded that afternoon as the Council and a deputation of 30 members of the House of Commons filed in, following their Speaker. The woman who was the focus of their attention seemed slight beneath her canopy of estate, facing the clamorous throng. Gorgeously dressed, in clothes from a wardrobe that included fine satins and velvets, and cloth of gold and silk, Elizabeth had been proclaimed Queen only 3 months before. Now she sat, pale-faced, upon the throne that had once been her father's. Her long yellow-red hair was pinned up away from her face. She wanted the world to see her as they had done her father, stern-faced, but also serene and majestic. Yet she was still young, only 25. She was also unmarried, which in a queen was an aberration. Elizabeth called her first Parliament on 25th January 1559, not long after her coronation. The Commons and Lords considered the nature of the religious settlement that would replace the Catholicism reintroduced in Queen Mary's regime, and other pressing matters besides. But thoughts also turned to the question of who should take the crown matrimonial and become king. It was unthinkable that the Queen should not soon marry. Already offers were being made, both at home and abroad. Voices in the Commons proved the boldest in raising the issue, and on 4th February 1559 they petitioned for an audience with the Queen. It was granted 2 days later. Now, as a hush fell over the room, Sir Thomas Gargrave, Speaker of the Commons, stepped forward. He was nearly 40 years older than his monarch, a blunt Yorkshireman with thin lips and a serious face that tapered almost to a point at his chin. With considerable parliamentary experience behind him, it must have seemed a simple matter to come before this inexperienced young woman. But her dark, intelligent eyes scrutinized him keenly from the dais. As he began to read his prepared speech, his monarch's gaze made him fear the unworthiness of every word which he was about to present to her ears. He stumbled over his lines. He stuttered out a request to the Queen to marry.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?